whatever reason, every time I try to edit a video, it won't let me upload it, and I'm also not allowed to upload a video for longer than 15 minutes. So I have to both try and make a video that I don't need to edit, but also try and make it under 15 minutes. So this is gonna be what it is. So this is my January recap. I'm gonna start off with the books that I read, which was quite a lot actually. This is all the books I read. So I'm trying to keep it away from the mic, sorry about that. Okay, so I read In the Dream House by Carmen Maria Machado. I read Highsmith, a romance of the 1950s by Mary Jane Meeker. Crying in H Mart by Michelle Zauner. The River Has Roots by Amal Al-Mohtar. Metal from Heaven by August Clark. Strays and Waves by Mandy Harker. Ruth and Pen by Emily Pine. Drive Your Plow Over the Bones of the Dead by Olga Tokarczuk. Never Enough by Judith Griesel, and All About Love by Bell Hooks. And that was quite a lot of books for me. I had this issue where I got my library card this month, so excited about that. But then I went onto the app to reserve a bunch of books, and a lot of the books that I wanted had a lot of reserves on them, 4+ reserves. And so I just went through and I reserved a ton of books without really thinking about it, because I was like, well, they're all going to have a ton of reserves. And then they started actually coming through, and they were, I think I had 2 books. I got 2 books out the first time I went to the library, and then I got 3 books were available for pickup, and so I was like, okay, I need to finish these books so that I can go pick up the new ones, because I don't want to have this massive stack of books in my room, because that's really intimidating, and that's going to stress me out. And so I was it's I need to finish these 2 books, and then I can go pick up the 3 more books. And now I have and then I finished, I think I finished 3 of those books, and then had 3 more to pick up. And yeah, now I have 2 ready to pick up at the moment, and I've finished 2 out of the 4 books that I have from libraries at the moment. So need to do that this week, next week actually, because it's Sunday. But yes, that's why I read so many books, and hopefully that'll calm down soon, and I will get better at figuring out how many books to actually reserve. But yeah, it's actually kind of good. Reading is good. And then for things that I watched, for short films I watched A Friend of Dorothy. For TV shows I watched 20s and Too Much. And then movies I watched Steel Magnolias, Pariah, and I went to the cinema and watched Rental Family. And then for albums, it has to be a new album that I've listened to from the start to the finish and write about it. So I only did one album, which was Virgin by Lorde. Yeah, and that is my medias. There's that. Then the next thing is I did some knitting. I only just got the yarn a couple weeks ago, so I haven't done that much of it. I did rib stitch for it. I wanted it to be diamond shapes, but I couldn't figure out, I've just learned how to knit, so I'm not really in a position where I could do that. But there was this one stitch that had diamonds sort of imprints in it, but it didn't lay flat, and I don't want to do a border because I don't like the way it looks, and so I just did rib stitch, and I feel like that's fine. It doesn't have to have a pattern. But yeah, maybe one day I'll make a scarf with a pattern. We'll see. Probably not this year though, because I do want to make the heirloom quilt cardigan knit pattern. I want to do that, and I feel like that's going to take me ages, so after this I will be doing that, and probably won't have a lot of time for other knitting this year, just because I'm like new to it, so. And then, okay, I have this painting that I put over here, right? So this is the painting. This is what I was going to do, actually it was this way, but I decided I didn't like the colours, and so I just left it with this, which I honestly think looks better. And I mean, it's not like a super like artsy sort of thing, but I do think it's cute. Very like, it's basic, I guess. It's not really anything, very minimalist. Yeah. Then for drawings, I have this sketchbook. This is my bookmark in the sketchbook. Very profesh, but I've done this much of the sketchbook. I'm not going to show you inside because it's really bad. But yeah, I'm learning how to draw people and not very good. So this sketchbook is just going to be like photos from Pinterest that I've copied, and then after I've finished this, I'm gonna get like a fashion photography magazine and then do a sketchbook that's me copying from that. But I think this one I'm just like straight copying, and I think the next one I'll do like the shapes and then I'll do the drawing, you know what I mean, like make it study vibes. I don't know. I don't know where it went, but I did have a little drawing thing that I did, but can't find that, so we'll just skip over it. And we'll go to, okay, for my iPad I did this drawing, which I actually did this in pencil first, and then I was like, I feel like that's kind of not really that much, and so I added colour, and then I thought the colour was really ugly, and so I did it in black and white, and this is now what it looks like, and I think it's cute. Yep. And then I had these two zines. These are kind of just like draft zines for they're like Halloween themed. I don't know where my sketchbook from last year is, but basically I want to make like a colouring book at some point, and so last year I was doing like holiday themed colouring in page like things, and I kind of was like I could just do it as a zine instead of like a full like properly printed colouring book, especially if it's just like holiday stuff, because I feel like people don't really need an entire book for holiday colouring in, but a zine would be good. And then my other things that I'm doing this year, quite a lot, but I need to go to the beach because I'm collecting sea glass, and last year I only found 2 pieces of sea glass because I only went to the beach a couple times, and I only found it one time as I was at the beach, at one of the beaches I went to actually. But it's a really annoying beach to get to because the bus doesn't go all the way to the beach, but okay, the bus stops at a place where you have to like walk up this hill to get to the beach, but then you also have to go around this like very windy, sketchy corner where it's like this very fast lane of cars driving past, and then there's this little road and it's really windy, and I always feel like I'm gonna get killed. So I don't really like going to that beach, but it's the only beach that I can find sea glass at, so I just kind of have to suck it up, I guess. I also want to learn how to do like French braids, but I do technically know how to do it. It just always looks terrible when I do it. So I need to practice that. And then I'm learning how to drive at the moment, which is very exciting. But yeah, I'm not very good. I've had one driving lesson, so not good at all. And yeah, I feel like I was pretty quick to like know what I was doing, but I was just, the starting and stopping very violent. Like it was just like, I don't know, it was not smooth at all. I kind of felt like I was being like thrown a little bit and I was the one doing it, so yeah, I need to get better at that. And then I also need to like find a way to like learn, I don't know, to like practice learning the road rules while also not, like, when I'm not driving, because I feel like I've forgotten them already, so I need to make sure that I'm still learning. And then the main other thing this year is this quarter, actually. I'm doing things quarterly because I feel like that's easier for me. The main other thing this quarter is freezer recipes. I've not really done any, to be honest. I've done cookies. I've cookie dough in my freezer that I'm learning how to reheat. It's not going very well. Every time I cook them, I have I have a freezer and like a toaster oven thing, and every time that I try to reheat the cookie dough is raw, right? But it's like pushed out into the cookie shape, and so I put the cookie into the oven and I put it on at 100 degrees Celsius for like 30 minutes, and at that point it's like somewhat cooked and not a little bit cooked. And then what I've been doing is I've been like upping the temperature for the last however many minutes to try and make it like cook better, and every time it burns. Like it doesn't burn, but the entire cookie goes from like being a cookie color to like really dark, and it's not like fully burnt, but it definitely, I don't know what I'm gonna do about that. But yeah, I need to practice that, and then I can write it in my book. And I also need to make other freezer recipes. Well, not necessarily, like, not make them myself, but like find other people's recipes and steal them and learn the best way to reheat them. My goal this quarter is to do 5 recipes, so the cookies would be one once I figure them out, which leaves me 4 recipes to do, and I only have 2 more months, so I need to figure that out. That's everything. That's my month. Oh, I don't think I said anything. Sewing. Okay, I have sewing goals this year. I want to make a picnic blanket, and I have table covers that I bought, and they're like plastic, which I thought like that would, I don't know, I feel like that will make it waterproof, which will be better for a picnic blanket. And so I think what I'm going to do is just get the table covers and put like quilting in between it, and sort of just do it like that, and I'm hoping that will work, and that'll make a picnic blanket, hopefully. And then I also have the Hollyhock romper pattern, and I want to make like pajamas out of that, so hopefully that will go well. I want them to be like silk pajamas, and that scares me a little bit because I feel like that will be really difficult, and I have not sewn in years. We'll see. I think maybe I should do like a practice one. Maybe I can do the picnic blanket first and then the silk one, or do like a practice romper that's not made out of silk, because silk's expensive. We'll see what happens. You probably won't, but I will. Bye.